Probably both.
Yep.
Also, why would he do that when it's all vampires? Right?
Probably to make himself more alluring.
Didn't you catch that?
Clearly not. Why don't you explain it one more time?
He's playing a trick on you.
Yes, clearly I've fallen right into his hands. I'm gonna look very confused at Celine.
Remember the voice in your head?
How could I forget?
There's other things they can do. The Deva are the ones that like to be subtle. They like to be your friend.
Right, but I'm saying it's not too subtle to pretend to be the only human in a building full of vampires.
I don't think that he is.
You've seen.
I mean, if this is trickery, this is next level trickery. That I don't understand that's trickery.
It's a it's a blood trick. Things you can do with it.
No, I'm following you that far. I just don't understand why it's trickery.
Test of character, perhaps.
Maybe ask him next time you see him.
Sure. We'll have lunch.
As you see a ghoul just gesturing you to come up the stairs and join the party, you see the door just slams open and you can see Corvus, which is Dorian Gray.
Yep.
the
Dorian
Sire
for
of
short.
Ivan, just storming off with, he's clearly using some form of celerity, looks paler than usual, and his fangs are bare. It doesn't even look at you when it passes, it just rushes to the exit. And you can hear a feminine laughter just coming from the door.
He rushes for the exit, you said?
Yeah, he rushed for the exit.
Awesome. I guess we'll get to the beatings later, Dorian.
He's not even here to hear you. He just went out full celerity through the door.
Yeah, no, I'm shouting at the air, basically.
Making a scene.
Yep.
It was gonna happen eventually. At least he did it on his own terms. I gotta respect that. I say out loud.
So inside the rest of the room is the rest of the party and the rest of the sires, I presume.
Again, there's the rest of the party. You can see that it's a nice dining hall. There is a buffet that's mainly untouched. There are waiters that passes with glass of not blood. You're not sure what it is.
If
But
the name of the game is any indication, I'm gonna guess it's wine.
No, it doesn't smell like it or look like it's too. It's very strange.
Look, Emmerich, we gotta stay on brand here. It's either blood or wine. It's the name of the game.
It's blood wine.
We're Klingons! Got it!
Actually, yeah, Celine would know. It's lacrima. It's liquid extracted from a certain type of plant goo that can replace blood, and it's really like wine for vampires.
Oh man, Celine, I got an idea for you. Over-milked cows, right? Over-milked cows tend to bleed into their milk, right? So milk for vampires that has cow blood in it. Just throwing that out there. Make millions, do whatever you want.
Near the entrance, you can still see the one who was laughing at Corvus. She looks at all of you while you climb the stairs. With a little smile.
Evening, ma'am.
Oh, polite wine. Evening. So, which of you is my well. Which of you is a child of Corvus?
Ivan doesn't respond because he doesn't recognize that name.
Who's Corvus?
I said Ivan doesn't respond. He doesn't recognize that name.
He told you his name.
Right, but I disregarded that the moment I met him, right? So that's why he's been
Oh.
beating me so much. He's probably been shouting, "My name is fucking Corvus" as he beats me. But I mean, always gonna be
Corvus is
Dorian.
The sad excuse for a makeout that just went out the door.
Oh, he was with you, wasn't he, Ivan?
Who's a what now?
The man with the very long hair and the sunglasses at night.
Dorian? Yeah, I came here with him.
Ah. She approaches you. All right. What's your name?
Ivan. What's your name?
Ivan. Lilith.
Ah, like the well, I guess Lilith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what was it? Oh, damn it. Was it the first woman?
Close.
No, not Eve. First.
Cain's first wife.
There we go. That's the one. Thank you, Celine. I knew it. I'm not good with religious history. That really drives.
Also Nana Handmaiden, but that's another story.
As a side note, this seems very strange to Celine that she's not upset with Ivan despite being the sins of the father sort of thing. Can I resist some sort of awe, perhaps?
Sorry, what?
I suspect she's using awe right now. Is there any
You
way
can
that
try
I
to
can
lash out at her.
physically, or just try to?
Lash out with it's like using your predatory beast to lash out. It's very rude to do this.
Okay, then I won't do anything. I'll just keep it to myself.
And it's an
It
insult.
activate your all and appear very nice.
Ivan, roll wits plus blood potency plus 2, please.
Hold on a sec. I got to unselect a bunch of stuff. Alright, wits plus blood potency plus what?
Plus 2.
Oh, just plus 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I got so many windows open. 2.
You can sense that this vampire is part of your vampiric lineage. She can get a sense of a mutant state somewhat. She's intrigued and slightly amused.
Okay, so I feel the bond then, is what's happening
Yes. You feel the bond of family. She's definitely someone in your close vampiric family.
here? Okay.
Ivan, well, pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yes, of course.
All right. I just wanted to see what my mistake had sired. Why did it turn you into one of us?
I don't know, but he was very insistent about it. In fact, one could say that I had no choice.
Yeah, well,
I like to think, just for humor's sake, mind you, Emmerich, that if this was like a TV show, that I would deadpan to camera as I was saying that.
The laugh
Well,
track would.
we rarely,
Yeah, I'll go get the laugh track.
we rarely get what we want in life, and in life too. All right, but go do enjoy the party, and just give my warmest regards to your sire. Stop it.
Will do. Wait, you just sent him running out the building.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so you mean for later.
Yes. I mean, when you do as you will.
That is the whole of the law.
All right, I think the prince is waiting for you. You should not. Well, for waiting too long.
Yes, I believe we were called.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Perhaps we'll do better introductions later then.
Yeah. Later. she, you see her go on near a
What's she look like, by
small
the way?
group of vampire. Oh, you. I thought I showed you. Yeah,
Again, when I was opening the thing... Okay, there she is. Never mind. When I was opening the thing, I have like 50 windows of all the people you've been showing
Oh.
us open, so... I was kind of
fair enough.
clearing them out willy-nilly. Okay, that is some Widow's Peak action I'm seeing here.
You can see a bunch of vampires and some. Most of them looks well dressed. A few of them you see someone with a mohawk and just leather jackets in a corner.
Tunnel snakes.
Another guy with scraggy beard and messy hair and just what appears to be just a polo. Shit, is it in French word?
Yeah, polo works.
Appears to be a
Yeah.
lumberjack.
A pullover. No, that's not. A sweater, right?
Yeah, that works too. Same word.
A messy sweater, and then near the center of the room, you see a woman looking at you. She's very beautiful. And she gestures you calmly to come. You see your pal Gwendon just whispering something in her ear. And she seems to be waiting for you.
Joshua will step up, and he'll go ahead and be the first to just sort of offer up his hand and just, like he's looking to shake hands and just go, "Pleasure to meet you."
She looks at your hand a bit surprised, as you can see, and she smiles a bit and goes shake your hands.
Name's Joshua. Joshua Fairfield.
I know your name.
I thought so, but I thought it'd be nice to say it anyway.
It is. It is refreshing.
And I think I've heard your name already too. Anor, isn't it?
Duchess Ainor, but you can call me Prince Ainor. Or just my prince. Or my Duchess. Really, the choice is yours, young one.
I'll try my best to stay formal, but, well, I definitely am gonna slip a few times with that.
Well, do try to not sleep too often. Will you?
I'll do my best.
My god.
That's the best promise I can give.
Well, she looks at the rest of you.
She is amazing.
Oh,
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, sure, I'll say, my god, you are magnificent.
Well, I thank you, but flattery will not get you anywhere with me.
Well, that's a shame, because that's literally all I've got. I've played my card. I apologize. I'll move on. I mean, unless you want billions of dollars, but I assume you already have that.
I have anything that I want, and if I want something, I just take it.
Yeah, I didn't figure that was going to work either.
No, but do keep trying. Maybe you will. Maybe you will succeed one day.
Oh, isn't that cute? Encouragement. Thank you.
You must be Mr. Crancy, right?
Mr. Crancy's my father. Go fuck himself. You can call me Ivan.
All right, Ivan. I've heard a lot about you. Good things.
I'm sure that'll
You
change.
stood up to a vampire, right? While you were taking a stage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean Marty McFly? Yeah.
Marty McFly. I'm not sure I follow.
Okay. Did you see Back to the Future?
I'm afraid not. I
Okay.
don't really have time for
Okay,
movies.
short story. He goes back in time, right? And he shows up in this hazmat suit. And the guy
Joshua will like interject himself and like hold out like a whole arm in front of Ivan and push him away and just kind of go. I think he means the spooky gas mask man we met once.
Yes, that's
Never
that
caught
was
his
what I
name.
was talking about. Well, since you killed him, I don't think we will ever get his name. Will we now?
well, yeah, Marty McFly.
Celine breaks the silence, saying, "I killed him."
Hmm. I wanted to congratulate all of you for this accomplishment. Well, I can appreciate a bit of expeditive justice from time to time. But yes, you are Miss Winter, right?
She nods and does a curtsy, I guess.
Hmm. And who is this young thing who doesn't seem to be inclined to talk to me? She looks to listen.
Yeah. ap- yeah, but apologies, but I was just letting my well, I was just being polite, letting my companions introduce themselves. He then bows. Lucien de Méterion.
Hmm. I didn't heard a lot about you, but I'm sure I will. I try to keep a tab on everyone in my city. Well, welcome to Nantes, and she look at Guillaume, doesn't left her side, and you see Guillaume reaching into his inner pocket and producing a 4 sheet of what looks like old-timey paper, nearly parchment, and he hands one to each of you.
Sorry, is Ghost Girl not here?
Who?
The hoodie girl.
Yes, she's just behind you, waiting for you to finish.
Oh, okay, we're doing this in waves. I got you. All right. Just make sure we didn't forget her.
And Gwydion hands you one piece of paper.
And for my
Okay.
sake, William is Tony, right?
Yes, you call him Tony.
I'm sorry, I've literally memorized these people by the names I've given them.
These are a few of my hardline rules that you will have to follow. Take me a
Celine,
second to
you've
read
got a
them.
ball.
Celine reads through it and then pretty much just blurts out, "I asked for permission to kill Dr. Loris for his final death."
Dr. Lawrence's, is that the man who abducted you?
The doctor who was cutting people up and eating them. The other dude that we snuck past.
That's what the plaque said.
Yes, you're a bit young to go on and just murder people, aren't you? I'll, s- I'll think about it. I can see you're very eager to resolve your dispute with him, and I can understand that. He did steal your life.
He threatened the masquerade as well.
Indeed.
Question.
Yes.
I see here this paper has something that says all sorcerer must register themselves.
Yes.
You mean magic users?
Yes, I do. Blood magic.
Magic is real?
Well,
Uh,
yes. Your sire didn't do a good job at educating you, did he?
It was more about the beatings than anything.
It doesn't surprise me. Yes, my dear, magic is real. So are a lot of things. So are fairy, vampires, werewolves.
I'm sorry, where can I go to find the Hogwarts of France?
I'm afraid you will. Well, your sire is one such sorcerer. Not a very good one from what I've heard, but you have a few limited options. Really.
Might Brendan have mentioned to Joshua if the blood alchemy discipline counts as sorcery in this domain?
It does not.
There we go then. Joshua's first question, of course, is so who are these others?
Ah, yes. Anything that isn't vampire but supernatural in nature. Like I said, fairies, werewolves, ghosts. Do not just bring any more danger to us. I will deal with the others.
That
It's a
sounds fair
polite
enough.
name for it. It's a safe word for them if you are in company of humans.
I don't suppose there are many of them living around here, are they?
That's not of your concern for now. Just focus on being a vampire first. You will. I'm sure the Covenant will be. Well, your sire will be kind enough to educate you on them.
Yeah, I must ask, is there any
Yes.
particular reason why none shall feed on the banks of the river banks? Not if I would concern myself, given my bloodline's feeding habits. But I'm just merely curious, is all.
For what rule?
The one about not feeding on the river banks.
That's for me to know and for you to follow.
Sounds a bit unsanitary one way or another.
Hmm.
Wait, is there a river called Banks?
No, but
Because the
there
way it
is.
reads, it says you should not feed on the banks of the river Banks.
Oh shit! That's a typo.
Aha! Loophole! We just won't feed around any rivers named Banks.
It's
We got
shit.
our lawyer. We're ready to argue.
Or to be safe, around any rivers near Banks.
But
Ivan,
no, that.
you're embarrassing us.
Oh no, I've been
Excellent.
embarrassed the moment I've been in the same room as him. It's too late for that.
You already played that joke. That joke doesn't work twice.
I could try.
I would appreciate if you would just show a little bit of self-control. No.
Yeah, god damn it, Joshua. Be
Is
a
there
man.
any more? Is there any more question from you, young ones?
I'll only tie you up with one more. Morbus and Macellaris.
Same for me as well.
Plans?
Ah, a nasty kind of vampires. Uh, how to put that? Well, it's only fair that you would know. Morbus are a Mekat bloodline that feeds on the disease, then spreads said diseases. Understandably, it's not a very sanitary way for our kind to live.
You have a
And
problem.
the Macellarius are another nasty kind of Aventry bloodlines that like to bloated little ticks that like to feast on flesh and blood, mostly flesh.
Ah, that must be what the good doctor was then.
I that's I love that. They are morbidly obese, if such a thing can be possible for us. When I say bloated tick, it was not an euphemism.
But wait, do we need to then get your permission to deal with them?
No,
So Rule 9 doesn't apply to Rule 8?
well, not really. Just repel them to the proper authorities. If you ever find one. and do not engage with them or entertain them in any fashion. No, I have something to ask of you. Um, I've read uh, what has happened to you. The reports have been given to me. I would like to hear it from you exactly. Um, about this vampire that you killed. Can you describe it more precisely to me? Because I have my suspicion that another bloodline shall join the relate, as you said.
Well, to begin with, whilst we were previously captured, I I did feel something coming from him. Something, well, something similar to, well, what my what my side has made me undergo prior to my embrace.
Hmm. Go
And
on.
this is where I let everyone else chime in as well.
Celine will just be sort of like 6 feet tall, wore a biohazard outfit, um, caught fire very easily. Who did he bite again? Was that Griff?
That
Out
was
of character.
me.
Okay, let's say yes, and he bit Joshua.
Would you be so kind to spill a bit of vitae for my aunt to analyze, Joshua? She she pulled out a paper, uh, um, paper handkerchief out of one of her pocket and just give them to you and just for analysis. I mean, Brendan already took care of that, but I have my own people that I won't mm, just bit a bit of vitae on this, dear.
I don't mind sharing a little bit of evidence. Uh, Joshua will comply completely, but he is also curious if, in her tone and otherwise, if she has something, if she has more planned than just this. As he's like pulling out a box cutter and like nicking the tip of one of his fingers.
Dear, you can
Yeah,
just
say,
spit on it.
yeah, say with Lucian.
Don't go cutting yourself in public. That's very rude. Just spit
Ah,
on it.
well, all right then. So he'll go ahead and do that.
And you
Should I make
can,
a roll for what I wanted to know?
yes, you can make a wit sympathy roll.
Ah, no empathy, so I am unskilled. Let's see how it goes. A 0.
No,
I miss
she's,
evidence.
yeah. Thank you, dear. Once you spit on it, she will hand the handkerchief to Gwyndion, which he will take and just store in one of his pockets. All right, that does seems to fit the bill. So, you can. I will give you an updated document when I can. You can also, well, add the brother Ipress on your list of bloodline that are not allowed to ever live in my city. And Lucian, she no, she really seemed to want to just gather more evidence from the looks of it.
Okay, Lucian just smiles at Joshua, basically in a way of basically a way of subtly way of saying it's okay, nothing malevolent here.
Joshua gives you like a little subtle thumbs up back.
All right, now the brother Ipress, if you ever encounter them again, are another nasty bloodline dating back from the First World War. Um, they have been cursed with carrying their own chemical poison inside their blood and then can only feed on people that are poisoned in some form of kind, be it radiation, um, mustard gas, that sort of thing. So,
Nasty.
yes, quite so. We do believe you have been injected with somewhat mm, modified version of their vitae. And of course, Alfred was probably the main target. Poor Alfred. Well,
Yeah. So we were essentially about to end up basically this thing's larder.
uh, we're not sure, but that doesn't concern you for now. Now, did you memorize those little rules?
Simple enough to keep in mind.
Very well. Um, and the paper back to my world, please.
All right, hands it back.
Hands it back.
Thank you. Those kind of paper cannot leave. Well, they're somewhat of a mild to low threat to the masquerade, so you understand that. I can allow you to leave them, but be assured, in my city, every vampire, if they committed an infraction, thanks to the Carathian, have the right to a fair trial. What else? Oh yes. I deem that if you want, you can take your independence from your respective sires. You seem well adjusted enough. The all of downtown is off limit for feeding purposes unless you obtain the authorization from the landlords. You can find a bunch of them in this reception. The suburbs are free ground from anybody, so please try to respect each other territories.
We shall take your words to heart, my prince.
Very well.
I have a
I
question.
yes.
Why do we refer to you as a prince?
Well, it's tradition. I
Right,
don't.
but do you self-identify as a prince, or are you a
No,
princess?
I'm very much a woman, but princess carries certain connotation that I'm not comfortable with.
Fair.
And historically, most of the princes were men, so the title stuck. You know, vampire society, well, evolves rather slow in a slow pace. Very well, I think we've. I'm rather pleased to see how you turned out. You can you can stay and enjoy the party. It's on the house for tonight. Or you can go and do as you will.
Alright, I'm going to bow, say thank you. I'm going to turn around, face the party, clap my hands together real loud. Alright, where'd the sorcerers be at?
Lucien bows. Merci, merci, madame. I shall take my leave.
Well,
Celine, I guess, will curtsy and say your grace, and then exit.
such a nice girl.
Yeah,
Until
a
next time,
real
Duchess.
princess.
No, I know when to keep my mouth shut.
The, the prince just. Um, you can see that the prince gestured to the little vampire next to you to come, and she begins to talk to her. You can hear her. She clearly has some sort of. Uh, she's using kind of the same phrasing sentences. She's basically giving her the whole speech over again.
Joshua will stick around at the party long enough to just sort of get the gist of anything interesting said.
Ivan, when you clap your arms and say, "Well, the sorceress," you can try to make a perception roll.
Alright. Alright. Wits composure. And make sure. Just trying to make sure I'm not rolling on all these additional dice. 3 successes.
You can see 3 people that have just turned their head to you.
I want to know. I just want to know off the bat, since I'm using perception to try and find sorcerers, am I looking for like the most Gandalf-looking motherfucker in here, or what?
Well, the most Gandalf-looking motherfucker is him. But 2 other people have turned their head
Alright,
towards
I don't
you.
know what you're about to call me, or what you're about to tell me his name is, but just know from now on, I'm calling him Rasputin.
Rah, Rasputin.
Those 3 people have turned their head towards you.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I can't think of what to call this guy now. I know what I want to call him, but I can't think of his name.
Maybe call him by this goddamn name!
No, that's not happening. It's easier to remember people my way. Edris. He's gonna be Edris.
God. Edris
And this
Elba.
guy, and this guy is the leprechaun.
You can see that Lilith is keeping an eye on you, and casually she does not seem to show any particular emotion, but she is keeping an eye on you. What are the rest of you doing?
I guess I would follow Ivan to try to keep him out of trouble, but I'm also wanting to talk to my sire and ask her where the party is.
As an out of character concern, don't follow Ivan around because I'm about to be an NPC in this adventure. So
Okay.
yeah.
Then in that case, I think she'll trust that you won't get into too much trouble in this area, and see if she can find Marie.
Marie is here, yes. She seems rather bored. She has a glass in her hands, full of lacrima.
Kind of breaking the silence, I think Celine will say, do you want to spar?
Oh, Celine, didn't see you here. Do I want to spar? What do you mean by that?
Well, you tackled me once and ripped my throat out. Be fun to practice.
Oh, maybe sometime, yes. I usually do not do this, but well, you know, it was a good way to introduce you to Kangaroo. Would you care for a glass of lacrima? It's my own batch.
She kind of, well, that changes things a little.
I cannot be too wild tonight. I have to be here and be beautiful and be the face of the Covenant. So I'm stuck here on the Day of the Dead, when I would rather much be hanging out with other people, but well, the prince requested your presence here. Did it go well?
I think it went well.
Good.
I asked for permission to kill Dr. Lawrence.
Don't worry, if we find him, we'll take care of him.
Oh, I think I have something in mind if I can pull it off.
Of course, dear. As long as the bailiff isn't in on it. You know, the beast can be quite demanding, and we can always have full control of ourselves.
Well, let me know when I can help update my vineyard, and I guess if you ever want to spar, just let me know. And she kind of like does a flirty kiss or something.
Of course, dear, but I have some friends that I think would be much rather entertaining than me in a sparring contest. And they're not here tonight. They're doing their own thing, celebrating, It's religious night for us. I mean, Day of the Dead, that's us, right?
I guess. But yeah, that's all I guess I'll say. Just pleasantly take my leave and say, well,
So,
when you're bored,
be-
let me know.
before you leave, dear, do you want, I mean, I can always be around, but do you want me to continue to shepherd you, or do you want to be left alone?
It's probably best I don't go off walking on my own. I might not come back.
Well, you can find some friends to help you, but if you want, I'll be there for you. I'm not about to leave you wandering off into the wild. Although when there I might, but for now, you're still a bit young and new to your condition.
So Celine will nod and say, okay, well, I'm still learning, but I appreciate it.
Of course, dear. I mean, what kind of sire would I be if I wasn't present for you?
Dorian Gray?
I'm Dorian Gray?
Oh, never mind.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, he was here earlier, Ivan's sire.
Oh, him. His name is Corvus.
Oh,
He's really a show off. Hmm, all right.
but yeah, that's all I got. So,
Well, I thought you know when to find me if you're about to. Go try to socialize. It, it can do wonders for you. Build your network.
true. Okay. But I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. So,
All right.
I suppose on my end, have Lucian and look out for more. Part of my pronunciation, since this is a bit of an educated guess. Kokema?
Yes.
All right.
Kokmar, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look out for some of my fellow bloodline members. Hope I'm not some sort of black sheep.
Um, let me check. Well, there's your sire, which seems to be talking to a young man, but other than that, you're not sure. Your kind is not known to be very social.
Yeah, I guess my size just here just represents us at the prince's court then.
Yes, that's its job. He's the patriarch of the local Kokmar. Is really your sire is like one of the most influential Nosferatu in the city. Nearly all of the Nosferatu in Nance descend from him, from one way or another.
Would it be valid to suspect that the name he currently uses might not be his birth name?
What now?
I don't suppose it would be valid to suspect that the name he uses now is not his birth name.
Uh, well, you can make supposition if you want, but
I like to try and give it a shot. Needs more juicy mysteries.
that would be something you would need to ask or research.
I think I'll ask when he likes me more.
What is Joshua doing?
Joshua's interested in hearing out the Hoodie Girls indoctrination into all this. Just see if anything interesting is said. If, of course, there are viewers of it.
Um,
If not, then he
well,
might just go join the party proper a little bit.
it's kind of rude to eavesdrop on those conversations. You can guess from there is quite an just the prince and her herald, and the little girl. Just this trio is removed from the rest of the party, but you
Okay.
can certainly try to eavesdrop.
No, I'll pass. I was on the assumption it was more of a public matter. But given
Not
that it's
really.
not, Joshua's not going to press his luck. Not here, not tonight.
And you are starving.
Indeed I am. Man, that wine sure smells really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're starving, and well, there's a lot of vampire here, so maybe one of them will be so kind to give you a bit of vitae. Who knows?
Oh,
That
you're
would be
thirsty,
nice.
Joshua? I can give you some.
You just like pop out of the woodwork and say that?
Sure.
Oh,
It's like, wow, oh, you came from over there. I guess
well,
I'm a little on edge for being so hungry.
if you're serious, you can make a manipulation persuasion against his resolve composure, because addiction is a real thing, and vitae addiction is quite powerful.
I'll take that opposed roll. That sounds fun.
Sure.
Resolve composure, you say?
And it's, yeah, persuasion for me.
Aha, beat a
Doesn't-
1.
Does not look good for you. Oh boy.
Well, I mean, it would be rude to just sort of leave the party after all, and, well, I suppose there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, well, we could just step over to the side here and, make it a little kiss.
We can make it look like we're kissing, sure.
Alright.
Are you trying
Joshua
to-
seems like he's,
Are you trying
More
to disguise what you're doing?
a little bit, yes. So,
We should at least go to the bathroom first, dude.
Yeah, because
well, I mean, if
vampire
you want to
going
go
to the
that
bathroom,
quickly, then.
that's not gonna be suspicious. A bunch of vampire going to the bathroom at a vampire party.
Just not in the main area, I guess.
Unless you've eaten something and it's time to heave something up.
How's your, subterfuge look?
I don't have any.
Well, I guess I'm leading it. I'm going to see how well I do.
Manipulation subterfuge.
All right, manipulation subterfuge. Ooh, that's real good.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a quick roll without you knowing what I roll. Mm. Oh. All right. Reroll, please.
Ooh.
No, sorry. Yes, reroll. All right. You two begin just heading out to a bathroom, casually, trying not to get noticed or nothing. When you begin to enter the men's bathroom or the women's bathroom, doesn't matter. Nobody uses them, just for the girls. And you begin just, well, describe to me what you are doing.
I guess I'll bite my lip with my tooth or fang so it draws blood, and then I guess kiss him and feed him a droplet of vitae.
Joshua will at least, try to be a little bit seductive about it and just, like
Uh-huh.
put one hand around and all that.
Just a drop. Well, we'll see.
And he'll start drawing more and more of that blood.
Do me a resolve composure roll, please.
So let's see how much he can control himself. It is honeyed too, isn't it?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
You do gain a bit for following through your addiction. For
Excellent.
example, you manage not to frenzy. Celine, do me a quick wits composure -1 roll.
Okay.
You're amused or taken, or you do not. You're not really aware of your surrounding. Just do you enjoy just making him psych you? It doesn't. The kiss doesn't take effect unless you spend a point of willpower to do it. By the way, on vampire. So it's
Uh,
just him sucking your vitae.
I think it would be about as enjoyable as like making out with somebody. So sure.
All right. How many point of vitae do you take?
I think Joshua's gonna go for 3.
Ooh. Do you let him?
Sure, I'll let him.
Alright, that's up 3.
After some gulp and a satisfying just little fix, you hear someone clearing his throat. You didn't hear him coming in, but
Joshua's gonna sort of play it cool, lean back on the sink and look over. Just, he feels pretty satisfied
yeah,
just because of the addiction.
you can add vinculum at 1 towards Celine.
And because it's honeyed, that gives me a beat for a blood bond with her.
And a point of willpower.
Yes.
Yeah, that filled up, but so I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
write that down somewhere.
Go for it.
Let me just, because I believe,
Blood bond 1.
yeah, it's delicious.
Oh yes.
It's a delicious one.
Like I said, Joshua was just playing it off casual, like, yeah, I just had a nice kiss. How about you?